it looks you're in a you were in a forest. So I was thought maybe are you and since and as you are wearing a hat, so I just thought, oh, where is she?
Because in my renting house, and because my hair is so messy, so I just wear a hat. Yeah, and I don't want to make up.
Okay. Can you
Weekend.
uh it seems has a little delay. The internet has some delays. Oh, maybe I didn't change. I'll just charge my phone because it won't disturb us. Okay. So can you hear me? Oh, what? Can you hear me? Because I can't see you. You are just stuck in there, and sometimes your movement uh is like a photo.
Yeah. So how about now?
Okay, better.
Yeah, maybe the internet is not so good tonight.
Yeah, I saw there's another person join us.
Yeah, one of my friend, and I saw her comment. Maybe
Okay.
three, I think.
What?
There are three audience in our channel. Now.
Okay. Great.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Last day I spent. Okay, this is a social. This weekend is a social opportunity with my friend. So I last day yesterday I went boating with my friend.
Yeah.
So we were rowing a kayak
Oh, so interesting.
on the on the lake in the park.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting, and we also it's a huge park, and it also has some um basketball uh basketball field, how to say that, venue. It also has a venue for the basketball, for playing basketball. So we got into that area and saw some handsome boys playing basketball there, and one of them,
Yeah.
he looks really strong and handsome, and so he I don't know what if he is deliberately did that, but he just took off his clothes, upper clothes, and
Yeah.
to exchange another one. So his muscle, so we saw his muscles really attractive.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
that review.
yeah. So yeah, that so we just enjoyed that view, and then we go boating. He did it on purpose. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So because when he was taking off his clothes, he just uh just looked at us, looking at us for a second. Just
Okay.
gave us a glimpse, So
Wow, then your heart beats fast, right?
yeah, but we are not shy. as before, when we were young. We are not young any longer, so anymore. So we are not naive anymore. So we just directly look staring at him.
Yeah. So you didn't ask some WeChat
Oh
or
no, because they are still in a competition in a
uh,
game. So yeah, maybe it's not properly. It's
okay.
not pro. Yeah.
Okay, just leave it. So, oh, handsome guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many friends you play the kayak in the weekend?
Oh, just one because it's a small kayak only has two seats.
Okay.
And I just have a um I just spend my day with one imitate friend. She's very cute, and we just spend this spent yesterday together. Yeah,
And actually, when you talk,
and it's a little boring to rowing the kayak. Because it's actually at the beginning you would feel it's funny,
yeah,
but it's a pretty risky and dangerous, especially when you turn around or when you move your body. It's easily um, you are easily get dropped
yeah,
into the water.
yeah. But when you dress the safe code, it's no dangerous. I think.
Yeah,
The,
yeah. Actually, it's no dangerous, but we don't want to get wet.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the first time I played the kayak and I dropped into the ocean. Yeah, but
Wow.
it's not so deep, just maybe 1 or 2 meters deep. So I just dropped off the kayak and I just clamped back to the kayak, and it's more fun than but a few years ago. Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Actually, this weekend I did a very interesting thing I want to share with you.
Okay.
I went to Mogao Cave and saw,
Mogao Cave. Oh, so you went to Dunhuang, right?
yeah, right. And I saw many beautiful cave, and maybe I don't have some Buddha belief or something, but I read a book related to the caves, and also some documentary videos related to the cave, and I felt that I'm more proud of myself because I got more historical knowledge, and I just get so close to this historical cultures. So I want to share with you this.
Yeah, yeah, that's meaningful.
Yeah, right. And also, just now you talked about the handsome guy, and I also had
Yeah.
the same moment with you. Uh, one day, we climbed to the sand mountains, Mingsha Shan. You know, yeah, yeah. It's totally sand. So we just need to climb. Yeah, it's a dessert. And we want to see the sunset. We need to climb on the top of the mountain, and we just sat there because the sunset would happen on 8:30. 8:30.
8:30.
8:30. Yeah.
Okay, that's late.
Yeah. Because the daytime is so long in Dunhuang, and we just sat on top of the mountain, and I saw a guy with this same kind of hair with me, you know, and
Okay.
yeah, it's so cool. But
Yeah, looks like an artist, right?
yeah, and he wear mask, you know, and his hair just like the white color, and the sunset uh, just drop some light on his face, and he didn't say anything, just sit, just sat here, just sat here, and I looked at him. Wow, it's so beautiful, and it's a master
Stunning.
at that moment. And I thought he came here alone, like me, you know. So I think,
Yeah.
wow, he's so
So
no.
you just went there alone?
Yeah, I went zero no.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you drive yourself or you just hire a driver?
I fly to Dunhuang, and I just ordered the camp.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just climbed 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 on the mountain by myself. Oh no! So I thought he, because he didn't talk to anyone and wear a mask. He seemed so lonely. I think, maybe he just like me and want to enjoy this sunset and have a quiet afternoon. So wow, that makes him more mysterious and more handsome. You know that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and one moment, when I saw the moon, just the moon rise up, and the sunset still happen. Just this
Okay.
when
So they
yeah
spontaneously
yeah
happen, right?
yeah, happen, spontaneously happen. And I told the other people beside me. I saw, oh look, the moon, and this guy, this silent guy, also followed my finger to say, but he didn't see the moon because it's more further. So I just looked at his eyes and give him a tip, just like this.
Direction.
Yeah, direction. And he saw that, wow, that moment, but
You got his attention.
yeah, I got his attention. But I have boyfriend, and I don't need to uh
Oh
have,
yeah.
yeah, ask for more developing or something. But at the
Uh-huh.
night, I heard his voice. It's totally influenced his image. Yeah, image. He's like his language is so local, or so countryside.
Native.
Yeah, not maybe.
You know, okay, I can understand that. So he has some accent, right?
Yeah, and his voice betrayed his image. Wow.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
so wow.
Ah.
So that moment should.
So sometimes the sound is also a very vital thing.
Yeah, and maybe he just should stay here and silent, and
Auction 7, yeah.
yeah. That image is very beautiful and it's very good. But when
Yeah.
comes to life, comes to the real life, and you can find, oh, he's not the masterpiece. He's just a live person, and he has many. So he has.
He has flaws.
Yeah, he has flaws. Yeah, just like that. Oh,
Yeah. I can understand that. you know,
yeah,
your maybe your okay hormone just drop off at that moment.
yeah. Okay. And I found the YouTube channel is more fun now because we also can see the comment and we also can see the audience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are still one audience here. So do you have another thing you want to share with me, or we just get to our topic?
Oh, I guess we can just get to our topic.
Okay. Uh, 1 second. I need to charge my phone. So
Okay.
what uh, phenomenal you want to share with me?
What
What phenomenal?
a phenomena?
Yeah.
Okay. I just prepared the same uh phenomena, marine biological phenomena as you. And it's actually I guess its scientific name called bioluminescence.
Yeah. So you
Yeah. I also prepared that, and also I in the past I've watched a documentary video called Chasing Ocean Giants, and you could watch this video, these documentaries on Bilibili.
yeah
It is a really great documentary about ocean, uh, especially the ocean giants like whales, some giant creatures. So it's really funny.
nature is
Um,
the name.
yeah, and there also has some biological phenomenon for for these creatures. Uh, for example, in Qatar, there has an aggregation of whale sharks, and in Maldives, there has a manta ray tornado.
Yeah,
Manta ray tornado. Just the first picture I sent you. It is a whale shark.
sure.
Yeah, it is a whale shark. The first picture I sent you, the first three picture,
And I
four pic.
forget.
Yeah, the first three picture I sent you is it's about whale sharks. It's an aggregation of whale sharks, and the fourth picture I sent you is manta ray tornado, which is a vortex that formed by the manta rays，叫蝠粪，中文名叫蝠粪，就是一种 creature，and they are feeding when they are feeding, so they just form a tornado shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's tornado shift?
a tornado shape. 龙卷风的形
Uh,
状
so they just get together and to enjoy their food.
to enjoy their food.
And I saw manta last time in Simpora.
Wow, you also saw manta ray
Yeah. Just not not when they are food.
this much.
Yeah, just a few manta. They just swim under the water. Yeah, under the ocean.
Wow, that's amazing. Because the manta ray always usually they are solitary.
Yeah.
So it's rare. It's rare to say uh they gathered so many.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so me the first to introduce today's topic. Okay, I'll start with the manta ray tornado first.
Mm-hmm.
So manta ray is a kind of giant creature in the ocean, always in the warm place like Maldives. And manta ray's tornado is a vortex when they are feeding in a circle, and the diver actually the in this documentary the diver is called Patrick Dexter. He's an ocean explorer and also an adventurer. So he's very skillful, and he can um, he is very he has a lot of experiences on diving, so he know how to chasing this or photography uh, these creatures. So he just prepared some special equipment so he can shoot this video because this because the scuba dive, if you did some scuba dive, there would create produce a lot of bubbles in the
Yeah.
water, so that would influence or affect the creatures,
Yeah.
the marine creatures sometimes. So he just used another special kind of diving equipment called uh, rebreather. Uh, so it is a special equipment that it is a bottle that full of you would need a bottle of full of 100% density
Oxygen.
of oxygen.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you could use that to mix with, and you have to how to say dissolve, not to dissolve. You have to mix this oxygen
Like,
with the normal,
like,
yeah, the normal air, so you could breathe, and it is very dangerous actually. If the density of the air is too dense, is too high, maybe it would cause some problem. And if the density is too low, he would feel lacking of air. So so he used this to fit in the water, so he could. But the advantage of this equipment is it can help him to dive into the water without create produce too much bubbles. So he wear this equipment to chase to fit in the water uh, to join the tornado.
mm-hmm.
Um, it's actually it's a spectacular view, uh, because actually why the tornado gathering, why the manta rays gathering, they gathering tonight. The first one and the third one because when these how to say, so the a lot of planktons, zooplanktons, rather first the first manta ray would try to eat as much as it can. So so the first one uh, would just swim through the thickest part of the plankton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in the water, and when it just swim to the thickest part, it would produce how to say, it would produce a phenomenon called sleep, how to say, it called sleep stream. It would produce a sleep stream which can make all the uh, zooplanktons absorbed by the stream produced by the first manta ray. And the second one, and for the second one, it's best strategy to eat as much as it can is to just fly not fly, just swim above the first one, so it's just above a little bit, so it can properly eat the the zooplanktons just absorbed by the first ones. So it can eat much. So the second one can eat much, and for the third one, it's also the same reason. So they would just one above one, so they could form a tornado shaped vortex. So that's why the manta ray tornado can form.
I want to confirm one thing. So they just stand. They just in the tornado position because the second one or the next one can catch the and the other look planktons that escaping from the first the previous one, right?
Yeah, because it's called a sleep dream effect. uh as an object passes through the matter, these are the planktons, and this is the manta rays. As it passing through the planktons, the planktons would uh absorbed by the stream when the manta ray swimming through, right?
One stream.
So when it open its mouth, it would absorb a lot of planktons in
Yeah,
its mouth,
yeah,
and the surrounding so the other so the surrounding planktons would be absorbed around the first one,
yeah.
right? And the second one, for the second one, if the second one wanna eat as much as it can, so it would the best strategy for it is to swim just a little bit above the first one, so it can eat the 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 surrounding planktons absorbed by the first one. So yeah, and for the third one, it also the same reason.
Yeah, so the second observed is not just eaten by the first one. It's just get attention or get something get attention by，就是我想确认一下，第二只它是可以吃到更多的，是因为前面的已经被第一只吃掉了吗？还是说因为
不是，它不是吃到更多的，就是对第一只来说，它肯定要去最浓度最高的那个区域去吃，然后它去的时候，周围的那个流就会把那个浮游生物吸过来。
哦，
就是它周围产生的流，就 stream 就会把那个浮游生物吸过来，然后吸过来以后，就对于第二只来说，它最好的策略就是在它之上，就在它周围去吃，因为已经被吸过来了嘛，然后它就会游在它周围，然后游在它上面一点，然后去吃它这个周围吸过来的浮游生物，就因为第一只游过来产生的那个sleep stream effect。
yeah yeah
叫
yeah
什么？对，然后第三只也是一样，就是因为第二只在吃的时候又会产生一个 sleep dream effect。So the third one would also just yeah
okay
swim a little bit above its position.
Oh,
So they just shaped form an aggregation shaped like a tornado.
1 moment, 1 second. Sleep. How do you spell sleep dream?
Sleep dream. I'll send you SLIPSREAM.
Stream.
Sleep stream
Oh, sleep
就是
stream.
一种气流效应。
Okay, okay. I just say, I don't know this word. Sleep stream. S L
Yeah.
E stream. Oh, okay.
Okay. It is an effect.
Yeah, and I think next time, because this time these days we talked about some topic is related to some professional terms. So maybe next time we can send these professional terms to each other before we have our channel.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This turn
Okay.
about mine. You have you got it?
Okay. So maybe we could just explain it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because without explanation,
Uh-huh.
even we said the word, we still can't understand it. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got this word slipstream. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting, in fact. So that's the fourth picture I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they can gather together
Oh,
like a tornado. They just swim like a circle.
yeah. So when they fade, some of them just floating on the surface of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
some of them are floating. Yeah, they are just trying to join this tornado.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are just ready to join this tornado. So that's really interesting. You can see there has they has a they are in a line, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's really interesting. I think it's really gorgeous, right? The view is really gorgeous.
Yeah, but also dangerous, I think.
Yeah, but also dangerous because you don't know what would happen in the water with so much manta rays.
Yeah, mentally.
Yeah, yeah, but they don't attack people, so I think it's pretty safe. But it's really required a high skilled of diving. Yeah, diving license maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And how do you say mentally?
Manta ray.
Yeah.
Manta ray. I'll send you. 福分.
Oh,
It's a
yeah, because
它是一种鳐鱼
yeah, we call it manta.
manta. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. In this video, the diver just called it manta ray.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we also searched the manta can get the same meaning, and when we saw this creature, and the local coach just said manta, and also there are another word for the stream. We use current.
Current, yeah.
Okay, so it's okay. So continue. Sorry to disturb you.
Okay, so another, the second one I'd like to introduce is the aggregation of whale sharks. Actually, it's also formed. Formed. It's also formed by uh, a a group of whale sharks for feeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Qatar, which is the the World Cup of
Yeah.
soccer. Yeah, the yeah, and the aggregation of whale sharks is normally over 4,000 whale sharks would gather together. It's a phenomenon happened in Arabian Sea. Um, Arabian Sea is the hottest sea in the world.
罗宾逊吗？鲁滨逊还是？
Arabian, uh, 阿拉伯海 sorry 阿拉伯海
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So the average degree of the ocean is 35 degrees, so it's pretty hot in the water. And because the temperature is such high, so the water evaporates really fast. So the water is also extremely salty. So when people dive into this area, it's easily to got how to say dehydrate.
Hydrate.
Dehydrate.
Yeah.
Dehydrate. Yeah. I think this diver is he's really skillful, and the whale sharks are are a kind of filter feeders. So which means they use their gills. I'll send you.
Yeah.
They use their gills to filter the planktons.
Yeah.
Planktons. Gill. Gill means
Gill.
side.
Oh yeah.
Side. Yeah. Yeah. So they use their gills to filter the planktons so they could eat. So that's the way they eat. And so the so because the whale sharks are the largest marine fish, the largest fish in the world, in the ocean. So they swim really fast. So the diver can't follow them because they swim so fast. So he also used a special equipment called scooter. So the scooter, it has an engine, so it can can help the diver swim faster.
Really?
Yeah. It's an engine that it has a how to say
Like
yeah, it has a how to say 螺旋的那种叶，然后就会转。So it can help them to swim faster in the ocean, so he can catch the whale sharks. And so why the whale sharks get so why are so many whale sharks gathered more than why there can more than 400 whale sharks gathered because the tuna fish, the not tuna fish, tunny. Tunny is
Tunny was tunny.
tunny is how to say 金枪鱼 actually. Okay.
Oh, the same.
Tunny, not tuna. Yeah,
Okay.
tunny. Yeah, the tunny fish would usually spawn in at that time, and why they would spawn in that area because in Arabian Sea, there has a oil field. So the oil field called Al Sharin, Al Shaheen. Al Shaheen is an area of oil field, and because it is a place where warm current and cold current meets, so the temperature is just suitable for the tunny to spawn. So they spawn. Spawn means 产卵.
How to How to?
So they incubating eggs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The spawn means the incubating eggs.
Oh, spoon. Okay.
Spawn, yeah.
Wow.
Spawn means they incubating
Spawn. Spawn.
spawns. Yeah.
Yes, spawn. Yeah.
Spawns. Yeah, they spawns. So they spawn to incubating eggs. So these eggs would floating floating on the ocean, to the ocean, to the surface of the ocean. So that's why these deep ocean creature, whale sharks are a kind of deep ocean creature. They would just swim to the surface to feed. And but the actually the temperature is above 35, right? So degrees. So it's actually it's the way out of the, how to say. So actually it's the way outside the range that the whale sharks like. So so why they can fit this water temperature, because uh because the Al Shaheen oil field is an area that where the warm current and the cold current meets. So it also form uh, how to say that, um, thermocline. Thermocline is how to say, thermocline is a layer that the warm water is above and the cold water is beneath the warm water. So when after they eat in the warm water, they feel, maybe they feel uncomfortable, so they could just swim deeper, so they could back to the temperature area, back to the area where the temperature is suitable for them. So that's why they can fit these high temperature area. Um, and so it's providing the optimal temperature for the tiny. So making it possible for whale sharks to cool down enough after they feeding.
Just now you said the thermal cline or clean?
Yeah, thermocline.
How to spell cline?
Thermocline, I'll send you.
When you talk about the Tony, I just I don't know what does the Tony look like, but I can think what they can be what they look like when they serve as food.
Service what?
I don't. When you talk about the
What
Tony,
is a service food? What is service?
what does the Tony look like when they serve as food?
Serve as food. Okay.
Yeah, I just I know what they look like when they serve as food, but I don't know what does the
Yeah,
Tony.
actually, it's not. Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I
the
checked
whale sharks wouldn't eat honey. They just eat the eggs.
Yeah, but in the Japanese restaurant, they have the Tony, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We always eat honey in some Japanese restaurant, but we never saw them in our eyes.
Yeah, so you talk about the Tony. I just there is a image.
I'll just search a picture for you.
Yeah,
The tani is
there's-
actually it's a giant fish, not a giant fish.
yeah.
It is also a giant fish actually.
I just checked it.
Yeah.
Okay, thermocline. Oh,
Thermocline.
wow, so professional.
Yeah, so professional. So I just thought maybe even I remember this word temporarily, and after several months I would forget about it. so so I just quit to remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why these whale sharks would gather in this place. And because it can either provide good temperature for a good place, how to say, it can provide how to say uh optimal temperature for how to say for Tani to incubate their eggs, and also they provides the um, provides the how to say the circumstance for whale sharks to cool down their body temperature. So so that's why the how to say the whale sharks would form aggregation. So
yeah,
that's the second um, marine biological science thing I'd like to share. And the third one actually it's the same as you. So maybe you could just introduce the bioluminescence.
yeah, yeah,
And and I could talk something about and I could join your sharing. So maybe I could make some implementation
yeah, yeah,
when you're talking. Okay.
yeah. At uh, before I share the recent tide phenomenon, maybe I can share some knowledge tips about the marine. The
Yeah.
first, yeah, because last month I went to dive, so I learned some information related to the marine view. Because when we just jump into the ocean, we found that the thing, the thing, the object seemed bigger than it really is, and also it seemed closer it seemed closer than actually the distance. And what's the it I will tell you how bigger. It's about it looks about first one first 1/4是这样说吧
First quarter.
Yeah, the quarter, but I want to say 1/4 name.
A quarter.
Yeah, quarter, quarter,
A
quarter.
quarter. A
Yeah,
quarter means 1/4. Yeah.
yeah, it looks quarter bigger than it really is. So that, uh,
Okay.
yeah, and
So
also,
is it because the light reflection
yeah,
effect?
yeah, the light refraction, also, and it's
So
uh,
actually, it's smaller than than you look like, right?
yeah, the when we were under, okay, when we were in the when we were underwater the when we were underwater and the uh okay 1 minute when we're underwater and the object seems bigger than it really is.
What? Oh, it really is okay.
Yeah, so it's a quarter, it's quarter bigger, and
Okay.
also and it seems uh 3/4 of, and it
Really?
reduced, and the Let me second. And the line of the site is it reduced to 3/4 of the actual distance. It seemed closer. It seemed
Okay.
bigger and closer than actually it is, and also the sound is almost 4 times, 4.2 times in water than in air. The sound when we diving underwater, we hear the some sound from the boat. It's very clear. It's very clear, and it sound is very close to you. But actually, it doesn't, because it's the speed. The sound speed is 4.2 times than it in air. So maybe you
Oh,
yes. So maybe when you hear something is more clearly, and you are
yeah.
afraid, yeah, you are afraid to hit it, but actually you have more time to prepare and to evade this situation, because the sound speed is faster than it in air. So just like that.
Okay.
And
Oh,
besides,
yeah. That sounds funny.
yeah, besides the view, and also we can see the besides that, also we can see there actually the creatures on the water is colorful, but but when human eyes when we underwater when we are underwater, we can't see what it really looks like, because of the color loss and scattering. The light can be absorbed by the water, and
Okay.
yeah, and the more deep the color loss more, because and uh the order is the first color fade is red, and red, orange, and yellow, just like the order in the color.
So the density of the color would
Yeah,
loss, right?
yeah,
Would lose.
the density uh just some of the color fade and would lose. We can't see the actual color it is, and if we use the light to uh the flashlight to under the water, we can see it's different than we don't use it.
Okay. Okay. So maybe the camera can see the actual color of
Yeah, yeah,
these
yeah.
creatures.
And it's better to take a flashlight with you underwater, because the camera sometimes can't catch the real color it is, because of the
But
light
it,
loose.
if that would, you know, just scare the
Mm-hmm.
creatures.
Yeah, so maybe we don't use it to shoot the creature. The animals, maybe just the planktons, or the yeah, just like that. Maybe some
Okay.
plants.
Corals.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
also, mm, 孩子. Okay. And also, I want to share with you about the fluorescent tide seaweed, alga. Yeah. And then one moment, I want to check. Alga. Alga. Okay. Also,
What
I
is
want to share with you the fluorescent tide, because last month I also went to the Xiamen, and I found it's very famous, and it's very abstract attracting spot, that the Xiamen has the blue eyes. 蓝眼泪.
okay?
Yeah, we call it 蓝眼泪, but in the more worldwide terms, it called fluorescent tide. And we even spent 1 hour to wait the blue eyes, but it didn't happen because it's need some certain systems, certain situation, and certain circumstances that the blue eyes and the fluorescent tide would happen. And today I just
Blue eyes. Okay. Is there any picture about that?
yeah, just I sent you. The blue eyes is called the fluorescent tide.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and
It also happened in Xiamen, right?
yeah, it also happened in Xiamen, and you can search it on
Oh.
the. And in China we have the blue, and also in Huizhou. But I didn't
Oh,
say
so we could saw this view in China. I was thought that we have to go to some a coast of America.
no. We have ocean, so we can say it. But
Okay,
it's
great.
fortune, I think. It's good luck.
Yeah, depends on fortune.
Yeah. So and I want to share with you why it happens. Uh, Actually, it's the it's light. It's light up by countless tiny flashes. Oh no. Uh, okay. Fluorescent tide is produced by an incredible range of organisms. Organisms.
Organism, yeah.
Yeah, and some bioluminescent organisms like fungi. Some bioluminescent organisms like fungi are found
光改真菌吗
真菌啊什么之类的。
？Okay,
Yeah, are found on land, but most of them live in the ocean. And
okay,
compared to Unico's chemicals, and here is how it works. The enzyme, the enzyme luciferase, the enzyme luciferase causes a chemical reaction. Luciferase
okay.
Luciferin molecules react with oxygen to absorb energy and finally release it as light. Yeah, so it's like the enzyme. So because the organisms have this enzyme of luciferase, so it can cause the light. And although different forms of luciferin can produce different colors of light, but marine organisms in just emit the most of the marine organisms emit blue light. This made the blue light can travel the farthest, and while water absorbs the other colors more quickly, because this just explains the organisms have have different colors of enzyme, but the blue color absorbs more because just now we talk about the color losing underwater, right? Because the first
Color. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the first color missing is red and orange and yellow, and we can see the blue color is at this bottom of the losing color order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's hard to lose, right?
hard to lose. So the blue light can travel the farthest under the ocean, and
Okay.
yeah, and also maybe one.
Maybe because of their wavelengths.
Yeah, and also let me check. It said that we can find the organisms on our daily life, because when you buy
So actually, it can emit uh, a lot of kinds of lights, right? color of lights, but only the blue lights that can travel through the ocean.
Yeah, and also most of the marine organisms are produce the blue light.
Okay.
Yeah, actually there are different colors of enzyme luciferin. Yeah.
Okay. So only the blue lights maybe has because of its wavelength or something like that. So we can see them in the flash.
Yeah, right. And also this organism, this bacteria found in almost all sea water when they start to feed on decaying fish, because these organisms just feed on the dead fish, you know.
Feed on the dead fish.
Yeah, the decaying fish. When the fish dead, there are more fungus on this body, this dead body.
Okay.
Yeah. So when current and temperature causes alarm, so when currents and temperature cause a large bloom of algae or algae,
What is algae?
海藻
Uh,
algae.
alga.
Uh,
Alga.
yeah, bloom
Alga.
algae
Alga.
algae.
Okay.
Algae. And
So
uh,
these organisms that can produce this kind of light um, is algas.
uh, because
Okay.
when the temperature the most time the most well, okay, this organism, well, the blue eyes often happens on summer, and when currents, because it's the currents and the temperatures is suitable for the algae to grow up.
Algae. Okay. Alga.
But I checked, no, it's pronounced algae.
Pronounce algae. Okay. Algae. Okay. Algae. Yeah.
Yeah,
Another word.
yeah, the algae. So because there are much algae, but also there are some
So the organisms just feed in algae.
they feed on decaying fish and decaying algae.
Okay. Okay.
So when there are a lot of algae, or when there are a lot of dead fish, the organisms would be grow very quickly and uh, grow very quickly, and once they reach a critical concentration, because if there are
Yeah.
much decaying animals or plants, the organisms would concentrate, like just use said the Toronto wave or something. The organisms uh, get together and reach a critical concentration, and their secretions trigger light in others too. Uh,
Trigger. So I just wonder why they are, why this phenomenon happened ashore. They are close to the shores, to the beach.
yeah, let me check about it. Last time I didn't get the answer from today's preparation, but last time I searched from the Baidu, it told me that because this bacteria, this light should have the crack or 碰撞 like crush, like they have crush, so they have the force to make the light. So why is it sure? Why it happens always unsure? Because the waves just clap on the land and the beach, and so there are some powerful force to make the light more more light, more
Okay.
more conspicuous, more surely. Yeah, and except the organisms, also some researchers did. Some researchers just put the water under the microscopes. They can see. They can see. Mm, they can see many tiny organisms happen to there are the water is full of organisms that we
Yeah.
can't see it, but it actually consists into the water, and these are dinoflagellates. These are dinoflagellates，叫做 dinoflagellate，叫做那个腰边毛虫，也是一种 organisms，and
Okay.
yeah, and this is the biggest single
Copepod.
啊
It I guess it is a kind of plankton also, right?
呃
Copepods 桡足动物 copepod.
嗯。Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but uh, so there are two parts of organisms that would produce the light. The first is the organisms that feed on the decaying animal of plants, and the second is organisms just or part of the water, or part of the water, because water is full of tiny organisms that they also have the ability to produce the enzyme, and also the marine plankton, and when conditions are right in this state, they bloom in enormous number, let alone uh, something like an ocean wave or current, or human disturbs them, they will flash brightly. Just now you asked me why it always happen on the near the shore, because actually they don't have they just maybe they don't have them produce much light, but if when they when some outside force happens to them, happens to the water, or happens to the organisms concentration, they will they will flash brightly, because some researchers also said that it's kind of defense mechanism to help them escape predators, because when happens the outside force, when
So
happen, uh,
so they are just to attract some predators.
actually it's a way of defense it's a
Oh,
defense.
defensive. Okay. Behavior.
Yeah, because when they get the outside first, they feel, because they will eat by the plankton planktons, right?
Planktons.
Yeah, because these organisms are the bottom of the food chain, and
Okay.
they will be eaten by the plankton.
Okay.
And if the organisms feel if the organisms feel danger, they just flash brightly, and the maybe the planktons will find them, right? But if they get brightly, the predators like the fish and like the shark, they will more they will get absorbed. They will be absorbed by the light, and they can see the planktons and eat the planktons. So the organisms can escape because their predators would be eaten by their predators.
Okay.
Yeah. So some some researchers said that this organisms bright light just one way to attract their predators.
Predators. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the part I want to share with you about the fluorescent tide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. Yeah, this view is very spectacular.
Yeah. But last time I didn't stay it. I just stay for 2 hours, and it didn't happen. Maybe it did some fortune.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
Maybe just some particular time period you could see this view.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe when is the best time to see this wheel? To see this
Uh,
view.
yeah, maybe I think it's June. It's June, but it's the summer day. It would happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
when the algae, when the algae, when the algae, uh, when the algae bloom in enormous numbers, bloom, bloom. When the algae and the animals bloom in enormous numbers, and so there are more decaying algae and decaying fish, so the organisms would uh, get together here and eat the decaying.
So why the fish that at that time?
Oh no, that at the time just I say some the moment that the hype uh show at that time when the fish dying and the algae dying. So if sometime the fish died in enormous number or something, just like that. So maybe the
Oh,
best time is the algae bloom in enormous
oh,
number.
okay. Yeah, maybe it's because of the temperature,
Hmm.
mainly because of temperature. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, I deeply recommend you to watch the documentary, called "Chasing Ocean Giants."
Yeah, you send
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it's really worth watching because yeah, it's so amazing. The views and the whole process. It's really how to say, breathtaking.
Yeah. And the last time you shared me a documentary, a public course of Harvard University related to the philosophy, and I watched it. I watched it. It's really impressive, and the teacher,
Very provoking, right?
yeah. The teacher is so smart, and
But he never answered the real question, but he just motivate the students to think more and think more
Yeah,
think deeper. The That's why the Harvard is the best school in the world because their teachers are really excellent.
yeah. And why? I
Actually, there's no correct answer for the questions the teacher asked to the students. Actually, actually, I guess the purpose or the aim for that the education is to try to trigger the students try to trigger more thoughts or the deeper thoughts of or from different perspectives.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And maybe next time we could talk about that.
It's so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard, but I think it's a hard topic that we can talk um because I think it would be a little bit boring. Maybe we could change another. Do you have any suggestion?
Uh, because I went to the Mogao Cave, so maybe we can leave a topic to talk about some historic spots. Maybe I will talk about the Mogao Cave, or you can choose another one next time.
Okay, okay. Because this month I will go to the Guizhou province and to see some scenery of Qiandongnan area, so south of the Guizhou province. So maybe I can just share some culture from that area, and we could both just make a present view the place we have visited or we are going to visit it.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Eh,
And on my business trip, I met I met an Australia travel group, and yeah, the Australia. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Australia travel group just went to Zhengzhou to learn the Tai Chi.
Taiji.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And because in Zhengzhou there is a county where is very famous for the Tai Chi, and so one of the one of their one of some guys from this county just bring the Tai Chi into the world and organize some courses in European and American and also in another countries. What?
Quan.
What?
Are you talking about Taiji Quan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tai Chi. Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's
because
they are so interested in our culture. That's a good sign.
yeah, and just some guys from the Zhengzhou Taiji County, and they bring their culture to the European and American, and some guys just take the courses and have more interest on Taiji's. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
regard the Taiji as the famous a tradition of our culture, which is called Gong Fu, right? Kung Fu. It's the Tai Chi Chuan. The gesture of the Tai Chi Chuan looks like some Chinese Kung Fu. So they thought they regard this as a special culture or something like that.
yeah, yeah, right, and. and I just impressed that some guy just bring this culture into the world, and also organize some group, to our country to enjoy and experience this culture and make some money, and also also promote our culture. You know, I didn't know this country before. It called Chenjiagou. You what?
What is county?
乡好像是说的县还是乡 county？
县
也县也 county
county.
县。You can search for this 陈家沟。
Okay.
Yeah, and I won't spend a penny on this county because I
Yeah.
didn't know it. But some Australia group just spend a huge money just to travel here and experience the culture. So that's yeah. And I met this guy. You know, that day when I just ended my business trip, business meeting, so I need to get back to my got back to my hotel, and just on the hobby, I just have the eye contact with the Australia old man. Maybe he is 60. I just have the unchecked with him. He seemed alone and just finished his dinner in our hotel, and he just said, "You can speak English, right?" Yes, I said, "Yeah, I can speak English." So I just have a shortly uh, conversation and shortly child. Yeah, so I know that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I think learning English is very meaningful for us because yeah, it can help us to find some opportunities to communicate with
Yeah,
the program culture.
I feel more brave to talk with him. You know.
Practicing is really helpful for us.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It boosts our confidence, I think.
Yeah.
So keep with it.
Yeah, right. And today we have audience, three audience. This is the first time.
Yeah, that's a progress.
Yeah, right. So okay. Thank you, time.
Thank you for your time. Okay. Bye.
Bye. See you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We have decide the topic, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't hear what you say.
Okay. I remember that. I just hope I wouldn't forget about that
Yeah.
because it really uh really regressed.
Bye bye.
Bye.